Hi Gemini, this is Mimi with Divination by Mimi. Welcome to your January 15th through the 31st, 2018 tarot reading with a little bit of astrology. You are a mutable sign, Gemini, meaning you are adaptable, changeable, making you very much a social butterfly, very popular generally, people that are Geminis. Communicative, ruled by Mercury, therefore a mercurial, adaptable, mutable energy, but an intellectual energy. Your motto is I think. So literally, you like to think, as Mercury does. But with that, there's also the communication gift that Mercury brings to it. So that's why you tend to be just very, very fun, popular person. Good sense, good, quick, mercurial sense of humor, and a lot of fun. A nervous energy, though. So things to watch out for Mercury might be ulcers, tummy issues, as it relates to kind of nerves. Okay. What can I tell you? Your planet Mercury has been in Sagittarius and by this time should be moving into Capricorn. We have a new moon in Capricorn with 7 planets at the time of it. That's the 16th and the 17th, depending upon where you are in the world. In there we have the 2 archetypal females and 2 archetypal males. We've got Saturn, the lord of structure and restriction and law and order, and he's pretty much dad. And then you've got Pluto, the ruler of sex, death, and the underworld, power. So 2 heavy hitter male archetypes, and then you've got 2 heavy hitter female archetypes. We've got Venus, goddess of love, value, relationships, money. And then we have Black Moon Lilith, the suppressed energy, the suppressed feminine, the suppressed really anything that has been demonized, scapegoated. Okay? You do very interesting female archetypes, 2 very interesting male archetypes to be in the 10th house at one time. Mercury in there kind of shakes things up with fast mercurial energy, messages, communications back and forth. So we might be seeing the internet happen with conspiracy theories and news, legitimate news, and political activism, which brings me to my next point. The new moon is making a interesting aspect called a square. A square is an irritating, that sounds negative. It's considered a difficult aspect because it does cause people to butt heads, it causes arguments. It's like a lit match. But it's also an impetus for change. So with the square that's occurring, it's basically, we're talking about the 10th house with all of these planets in it, including the new moon, very powerful, impactful anyway, in the 10th house with all of these planets in it, making an aspect with Uranus. Now Uranus is in the constellation of Aries, which is a fiery energy. So he's fueled as an air planet. He's a rebellious energy. He is the revolutionary. He's also the progressive, the technological advancement, the future. Electricity, and unexpected change. And revolutionary, like literally activism, collectivism. So you might find personally, and we might see on the world stage, a lot of squaring off with authority figures. We might see altercations between police and activists. You might want to get into an argument with your boss or some other political or authority figure. Courts, police, landlord, parents, I don't know, your boss, anything like that. So all I would advise you, not trying to be your mother or anything, but all I would advise you is before reacting, and you should always react, change is good, so express yourself. But consider your priorities and choose your battles wisely based on that. Try to have a bird's eye view or a divine view of the events occurring. And then if you do that as you're looking at it rationally and intuitively, employ both hemispheres of the brain, and you're watching the situation, if you still feel the need to combat or square off or express yourself or rebel in some way, then do it. Because again, like the grain of sand in the oyster that creates the pearl, that slight irritant, i.e. the square, causes change, sometimes beautiful change, progressive change. What else can I tell you? your retrograde shadow was over as of the 11th, which was a Thursday. So by the time this is the period for this reading, everything should be back in order for Mercury in terms of it moving forward without any kind of hiccups technologically or communication-wise. But with this Uranus impacting that 10th house, even though it's not an exact square to Mercury in Capricorn, it's more with the moon, you could still feel the energy. And that's why I bring up the nervous system, because Gemini and Mercury tend to have a lot to do with the nervous system. Try to use calming techniques. And it's difficult to tell Gemini not to think, but try to, don't let your mind get away with itself, okay? Try to focus it on perhaps something that you want, on peace. Meditation might help a great deal. Zoning out, relaxing, watching a funny movie, something that really takes your mind off of your problems so that you don't irritate yourself, your physical body, as that's very important. Okay, and I think that's all I have to say for Gemini. Yes, so I'm going to get into your reading. I am using the Universal Rider-Waite-Smith, obviously based on the Rider-Waite-Smith system. And this is a 4-card pull based upon a situation in your life at the moment. For Gemini, Mercurial, Mutable, Air Sun. I think I forgot to mention that, whose motto is, I think, having to do with the nervous system. Ruled by Mercury, who by this time would be making his way into Capricorn, along with everything else almost. 6 other planets. What's going on with Gemini? Mutable air, ruled by Mercury, messenger of the gods. What does Gemini need to know for January 15th through the 31st, 2018? Holy Hecate. Mother, Creatrix, Guide, Cosmic Soul. What does Gemini need to know? Thank you. Page of Wands. Some passionate message is not coming. Positive aspect to that. Healing in the Star. Negative aspect to that. Again, no message as it has to do with a project or resources, finances, possibly health. Overall advice. More pages. Wow. All in reverse. You seem to be waiting for communication. The only element missing of all the pages, the communication cards here. Obviously, communication is not coming to you. Okay. The only thing missing is air. Your element, the swords. So we've got your current situation. We've got the Page of Wands. This is your focus of attention, which means you're not feeling the love, you're not feeling the passion, you're not feeling the creativity, you're not getting the messages or the communication from your partner, and this is what it feels like. The positive aspect of that is the Star card, the Aquarius card, which is healing. It's self-affirmation, it's self-ownership, it's self-balancing. It kind of goes back to the health situation I was talking about, again, your nervous system. And that is an air sign. Aquarius, the Star element is air. So really all elements are present here, okay? That's the positive aspect. So being that you're not getting communication from your loved one, your partner, your boss, because it looks as though all these pages are in reverse. In your current thought pattern right now, we've got the Page of Wands. Again, that's passion, usually sexual, love energy. You're not getting the communication you'd like from your partner or from your boss or some other creative endeavor. Okay, you're not getting a result back. The positive aspect again is this gives you time to yourself to heal, to balance your physical body. This has a lot to do with health. Okay, and this is the air element of all the other elements present in this spread for you, which really points me in your direction. So I believe that as much as you want to hear from this partner, this creative partner, this sensual partner, or job or what have you, take this time to be in your body. Integrate your mind, your spirit, and your body. Heal yourself. take care of you. Okay. Another reason this is important as we go into the next few months, Uranus, that unpredictable energy I think I spoke about earlier in this reading, is making its way into the second house, Taurus. Taurus rules finances and a lot of things like that, but it also rules the body. It can mean unexpected changes, hiccups in the physical body, i.e. health. So I would take this time to not worry quite so much about this lack of communication, this lack of word that you're dying to hear about. You're not hearing about money. It kind of feels like it's either love or creativity, because the positive again was this, which is telling you this is time for you. Don't worry about these communications. This is time for you. The negative aspect is the Page of Coins. So whatever you're waiting on here might have something to do with your money, income. But again, Spirit is asking you to focus here. Mind, body, spirit. Make sure you're in balance. Make sure you're in good health. And then the overall advice is the reversed Page of Cups. Again, communications not happening, slow coming or not happening. And this, again, directs me back here to the Aquarius card. So this is probably not what you want to hear. However, the message I'm getting very clearly is your balance and your health, your mind, body, and spirit are of the utmost importance right now. Even over this message of jobs, you've got to get out of your head about not having received the message here and not having received the message here, because you're being told as overall advice to not worry about the message. Don't worry about expressing the love. It's there, and it needs to be there for you. Okay? The communication is for you. Take care of you. All of you. Mind, body, spirit. Balance. If you have time to yourself and you're bored, maybe do some decluttering in your home. Again, you're a thinker. So a clear space in which your mind resides can only help you move to the point where the messages are coming in as you want them to come in. Okay? Whoever this is, if we're not talking about a creative endeavor here, we're talking about a lover, someone that you're wishing to hear from, someone that you care very much for. As important as it feels to you, and I know you don't want to hear this, you want to hear, oh yeah, they're going to be calling soon. It doesn't really matter. It's a non-issue whether they call or not, and it's not recommended that you contact them. Oh, sorry about the focus there. It's not recommended that you contact them either. Again, sorry to focus the attention here, but it is all about you balancing yourself. Okay? Health, calm, peace. Peace. Peace is really being shown to me. Peace. The ibis is also in this picture, back on that tree. I.e. Thoth or Tahuti. The scribe, a time for the mind to expand itself in unusual ways. That could be collective visioning, vision questing. It could be dream analysis. It could be literally you taking the time to care for your body, mind, and spirit, and maybe write a book. Again, you're ruled by the messenger of the gods, communicator. Okay, so take this downtime from chitter chatter with everyone else, which I know you love chitter chatter, you're a communication sign. Go within, take the time to care for you, care for that body, start eating right, drink enough water, get enough sleep for one. And again, even before we drew the cards, the vibe I'm getting is to watch your nervous system, watch your nerves, peace, calm. I'll stop stroking myself. Okay, Gemini. Hope that helped. If you have questions on it or comments, leave them in the comment section below the video. If you haven't subscribed, I would love to have you as a member of the Soul family. If you'd like a personal reading, please email me at the email address in the description box below the video. That's memes@hotmail.com. If it didn't resonate with you, or especially if it did resonate with you, the energy might apply to a friend as well, so feel free to share it. It might help them. I think that's all I got for you. Yeah, I will see you for the 2 remaining lunations for January. Elsewise, I'll see you next month, and you take care, Gemini.